Why don't you spend some time on what kind of typical non-compliances happen during the ESOP granting, documentation, management, administration, and related areas?
So, firstly, ESOP is always a manual work. The technology comes in picture very late stage when we are maybe listed. So the manual work is a human intervention. So maybe the Excel where you are maintaining that data, the data is not tallying. You granted something on a date after NRC meeting, so your grant date is not matching with the actual date of grant. You issued the grant letter in good faith. You forgot to affix the proper signatures, or to the extent that there are scan copies available, hard copy sign ही नहीं हुई कभी, मिल नहीं रही. So that kind of small mistakes when the things were done in good faith also, but then the documentation trail is missing. Or to the extent that someone was telling me, I can't name that company, that what the finance team was doing before that the CS joined was they were taking bulk approvals for granting ESOP in one meeting and giving ESOP on whatever day they want, which is clearly a non-compliance. You have to give the name of the person, what amount you are granting, what is the vesting period. That kind of approval is required. But till the compliance officer joined, there was a bulk approval kind of a process of NRC कि इस साल के स्टार्टिंग में बोल दिया और पूरे साल अपने मन से ग्रांट कर रहे हैं. तो this kind of, and the thing is that auditors are also not taking this into account कि because they don't go into deep, they only see the ESOP expense part, so they don't see these small things in detail. So that, and even the policy. So when you are trying to getting listed, then you check the policy is not in compliance with SEBI SBEB. The policies basically in startups are very lenient as per founder's wish, or there are 2-3 pager policy which will not capture things in detail. The definition of employee, grant, what will be the excise calculation price, this is not clearly mentioned. So these kind of small non-compliances come to bite at time of IPO journeys, where people are doing things in good faith, still they are missing the compliance part.